Okay, Balara, what's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Myrna, Volgoth, what's more of the Mourn Watch doing here?
I've been writing to a senior Fade expert. Turns out he's a watcher like you, but I needed help tracking him down.
Thus we came.
You've done well since we last met at the Necropolis, Rook. Back straight.
You wouldn't believe what I've seen since I left the Watchers.
No one truly leaves the Watchers.
A home in life, a birth in death.
A house of many mansions.
So Balara's been in touch with one of our own necromancers?
Yes. Do you know Professor Emmerich Volkarin?
I've heard of him around the Necropolis. Never met.
The professor specializes in the Fade and spirits, a truly powerful psychagogue. He's currently investigating a disturbance in the Shrouded Halls. Seek him there.
Thank you for the lead.
You're most welcome.
Rook, prepare well.
Agreed. The Shrouded Halls have lately been restless.
This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkarin of the Mourn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Balara, my dear girl, what a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
Rook, fellow Mourn Watcher.
Rook, Myrna's mentioned you.
So the Necropolis is still a cauldron of gossip.
Oh, you know how it is.
Some things never change.
I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here. I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the Shrouded Halls?
Never thought I'd actually see this place for myself.
Things have changed since you left the Order, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Oh, wow. I've never seen anything like this. Are these warts?
Indeed they are. But what's caused the aphotic needles to fall into a slumber?
Oh, I'm pretty handy with artifacts. I can take a look.
That would be good of you, Balara. Your friends and I will press on.
Right, Professor. Good luck.
What's that ahead?
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
The necropolis always surprises.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
I feel it. What a waste.
I thought you could control them.
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies.
Poor things.
Excellent hit, Rook. I must free that bell.
You need another watcher. I can help.
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Do you think they still remember me?
Rook, you know a wisp will follow a watcher when called.
Hail the eyes of the dead.
Are you talking to a wisp?
It's Watcher tradition.
Bring the wisp here and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
So, Professor,
Just Emily, please.
you weren't that surprised we need a Fade expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when. There's a fight ahead. To battle, then!
It's on now! More of that, Rook! Way to go, Emily!
Ah, we've done it.
It's freezing. What kind of magic is this?
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid. They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
The Necropolis wisps look lively as ever.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Here's our second wisp.
Just waiting for us. Almost polite.
I assure you, good Warden, not everything in the Necropolis is as hostile as despair.
Take your word for it.
Can't do this without a wisp. There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door. Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
You know the Necropolis. Always shuffling rooms around.
If only our predecessors had found better ways to predict its whims. done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
Who'd be dumb enough to trespass in our necropolis?
The mind reels. I see we've company.
They're at range.
A fine hit, Rook. Gavin struck a hit. Spectacular, Rook. Ah, well done.
So, we use mass disruption to get rid of all these despair spirits at once.
Precisely. I sense their source near the bell. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place. Tell me, Rook, what work took you so far away from the necropolis?
You remember that uprising of undead nobility a while ago?
The War of the Banners? I was up in the city when that broke out. I heard a young watcher, Ingolvar, put a stop to it through unorthodox measures.
And got into trouble. It was decided it might be best for that young watcher to see the world.
Ah, say no more. Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
I don't see any of the more helpful spirits around.
Mage or not, every watcher must trust that the necropolis answers all proper supplications. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
What's this magic bell do exactly?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Ring the bell, dead demons. Got it.
It also holds great significance on some of our equinoctial rituals.
You already sold me.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair! Who brought it here? The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
The Watchers never taught me that.
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Gift is one word for it.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Shh. I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down,
So don't dawdle.
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls.
Faithful are dying!
End them now!
What are the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
I'll fill you in on them later.
despair spirit. Walk softly.
More!
As you say.
This cannot be!
They're attacking from afar!
One less spirit of despair in the necropolis. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learned to make miniature ones into Vinter.
Hello. Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right. There's one chain.
Excellent.
Got it.
This cannot be possible!
Over there.
Shattering those chains will free the bell.
There.
I'm good to go.
What's the last chain?
We must return to lower levels to ring the bell. Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
I could use the practice. And defiance grows.
Venatori are conjuring spirits.
How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly wakening, but we must fight a little longer.
Got a rage demon.
Hold fast.
Watch for ranged attack. Coming in range.
We're halfway there.
Clear the area. Good job. Hassan, hit him.
Look out behind you!
Hit them now, Rook.
End them! Quickly!
Hassan.
Emmerich, now what?
Now, the grand necropolis shows itself!
It worked. No more despair demons.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
Adorable. Is your assistant wearing the old Watcher livery?
Manfred sewed it himself. Eventually.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods planned to tear it wide open to get to the blight. I came home to find a necromancer who'd help stop them. A Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
It'll be good to have another Mourn Watcher along.
My knowledge is at your disposal, and I could catch you up on events at the necropolis.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful! I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.